plasma here does the thicker stuff, so like your wedges for your splitters. The laser does the thinner stuff and does just super fast job. So I'm going to go take the stuff and bend it on the rake. We got two apprentices right now. They're running Turcos, and they're in college today.
Okay.
They have 1 day a week where they go to college. But basically, so there's the plasma put on the part number and the location it goes in inventory. So that's just come off the machine. Over here.
Oh, nice.
So this machining center here, it'll take off quite a chunk of metal when it goes through. It takes about 3 or 4 passes and that's done. And you'll put multiple on that pad and it'll just go back and forth. So you can see it's
Is this the new machine that he was talking about?
Correct. We got this about 3 months ago.
So how much faster is it over the old machine you all had?
About 3 to 4 times faster.
Oh, that speeds everything up quite a bit.
The interesting thing is the RPM on this is far slower than the RPM on this one.
Huh.
Yeah. There again, you can see the lasers mark down the part number. They've done these. He probably puts about 6 of these on. He does 3 passes and it's all done. All good to go. This laser setup now, this is a nesting program. So there's a sheet and it's got all the parts it's going to cut out.
Okay.
And he can manipulate. The computer itself does this through the CAD program in engineering.
Right.
But he can manipulate it, like move this one down because he's got an extra part that's rush. He's going to drop in there.
Okay.
Something like that. Just luck of the draw. Usually they are. People will stand at that laser and look at that laser. Is probably 800,000-900,000 US. It's been there for a year and a half, and just amazing how quickly it goes.
I watched the video of it running. It's pretty nice. Yeah.
Part of the inventory area for the welder. So there's all the tanks all folded, ready to be cut. All the different wedges, ready to be fitted.
Sandra?
Hi, how are you?
Scott.
Scott. Oh, yeah. You get the
Sandra?
2 machines.
Yes.
Yeah.
I pulled up Scott's sales order on your machine as well as Ed.
Yeah, I got them set there.
Yeah, so they're both up on screen right now. And he's just going to have a quick tour, then he's going to come back and see you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay?
Isn't that?
Every one of the stations has one of these terminals. And it'll give them all his jobs for that day.
Okay.
Now in the case of a welder, he'll be able to click on a drawing as well. So Tim has his job lined up and he cuts all his tube steel, gets it outside, and he cuts it for whatever job, and he actually writes the part number on it. He'll handwrite them on. Now these part numbers will be on the actual drawing that the welders are using as well.
Gotcha. Morning.
The guys are in for their morning meeting to go over what they need to do, supply chain issues, whatever else. So there's one of the Hi guys. Morning.
Oh, fellas.
So Jordan's going to be doing some tanks. So he's got the drawing actually pulled up to see what the measurements are, what the part numbers are, so on and so forth. So it's all listed how many he needs of each part number. Either the supervisor will go grab a cart and pull the parts, or Jordan will himself.
It's quite the operation.
When Andrew bought this shop from his dad, it was a machine shop. Got rid of the machine shop part when his dad was building processors. So Andrew brought in his splitter business in here. We basically tore the building apart and stole all the cranes. That system was here and they were using about 5% of that system. So part of my job and Andrew's job was to get the right people to be able to do this.
Right.
We're using about 95% of that system now. The guys make sure they record their time accurately because they're paid from it.
Oh,
right?
Makes sense.
Hey, morning. So this guy here is doing tanks right now. Chris is probably going to grab some more parts.
So you're off production time now. What are you at?
think the lead time now is only like 2 months, depending on the machine.
Okay.
We cut it down drastically. Hey Darren.
Hello there. How are you?
Another set of tanks being built.
Nice.
They also have their valves, baffles, everything else in them. He just folded some flat stock for Scotty to build some conveyors. So fast conveyors like on a 37D. He'll be getting ready to do a splitter. He's got a drawing up there already. So this is probably part of his. And as well, all the parts lined up on the shelf and with it. Okay. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Part number on it, the whole bit. Makes it easy, right?
It does. So have you been with Andrew the whole time?
Yeah, when Andrew took this over in February 2021, I joined on at that time. Yeah. I was working in the city. I bought a place like way up in the woods, about 40 minutes from here.
Yeah.
And got tired of the drive, and it was a good opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Typically, accounting is boring as heck.
Right.
So I've always taken an interest in the shop floor, any place I've worked, whether it was printing or construction or whatever, and it makes the job interesting. Plus, you have a better understanding of what you're doing, right?
Exactly.
So playing with the numbers, you got a better idea. So in here, we have a couple of robots. This one here is set up with a jig to do box plates. So all those materials, the welder will come down. He'll put them in place, he'll clamp them in place, he'll put a couple tacks in. He'll grab a handheld unit on the other side, which is basically computer program. It'll zip it over, and the robot will take over. Do the whole thing itself.
So do you all work with your community college a lot? Or
Yeah, we've always got apprentices here. Andrew works really well with the local high school as well as the local college. Yeah. We have a college actually. I graduated from the one in Ottawa, but it's the same college here. So it's called Algonquin. So got a lot of people from over there. All of this stuff coming down from the road is waiting to be grabbed and put into the sandblast booth. So like that there. All these tanks. And of course they put caps on them and seal them all to make sure that no grit gets inside.
right.
Well, when Andrew took over, this was a sandblast booth outside, and what they paid in sand paid for this machine. This machine recycles. It's steel shot, goes through a conveyor on the floor, it gets filtered and used again.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's smart.
So, and then it brings some difference too on the product that comes out of it. So an electrostatic motor probe, he's got the charge on the machine itself. So this is the powder. And so this will be a dispersion issue in there, conveyors over on the other end. We've got a bunch of wedges here. You can see the finish is real rough. Paint adheres to it. They put it in the oven next door about 400 degrees Fahrenheit for now. Makes it right on, smooth as silk.
1 hour.
So you can see here on this. Now compare that to the finish here.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Oh.
This is where they assemble the splitters for the processing. This is a prototype machine that they're playing with. You'll see a guy with a laptop, an electrician there. He's programming it. This is the new 40C, so it's a smaller version of the big processor. I don't know if this is a 48C or a 60C.
That's what I was getting ready to ask.
No. 48 or 60? 60. 60C. So this will be a 60-inch blade on this machine.
Nice.
If you look inside, Nice comfy seat, air conditioning and heat. The control unit there is for the motor, the Cat engine. It's 115 horsepower diesel. And everything's controlled with toggles or joystick. That's the hydraulic tank.
It's huge.
The Cat diesel engine. We were using Kubota. Probably had one service rep over 2 years come in here, and that was ever
Really?
it. We went back to Cat because they retooled everything. Everything's being sourced in North America, so there's no supply chain issues. You can always get engines wherever they're waiting on it. This machine here, the 40G, of course, doesn't have a cab. It's going to be controlled from out here.
That's huge.
Yeah. So this is where they assemble the splitters and the conveyors and the disc screeners. So Steve's working on an axle here right now. Howard's putting the base together for a conveyor. And down there he's getting set up to do another splitter.
So is the conveyor something new you all started doing, or you've been doing that a while now?
They've been doing that for a while. Come and take a look at it. So there's a gentleman picking up. I think he's from the States too.
Yeah, I think his license plate said Michigan.
Yeah, there we go. So he's picking up a 37D with an attached conveyor.
Nice.
And he's actually trailering it home, towing it home. You can see conveyors over there sitting waiting. We're actually we're so caught up, we're starting to put conveyors in stock. So when the guy orders them, yep, you pick it up next day. Machines down on that side are all waiting on something. We got valves, for example, coming from Italy by air freight. That are going to be in today or tomorrow, and that's what those machines will be waiting for. On the far side, as you drive out, you'll see like 20 or 30 machines all waiting for pickup, waiting for transport, whatever else, all complete.
It's a good setup.
Yeah, it's working pretty good. Far better than it used to. There's a lot of work involved.
Right.
Andrew really takes care of his people, and I don't think I've seen anybody leave or be added in a while. It's pretty constant now, yeah.
Good place to work.
They don't want to go anywhere else. They're well paid, they're treated well, very flexible here.
Right. So Family Day, is that a national holiday, or is that something you all do?
So I think it's only provincial, but it's like half a dozen of the provinces participate in it.
Right.
Like
it's a good thing.
Ontario, yeah.
Yep.
They were complaining that they wanted another stat holiday, and there was a lull between Christmas and Easter, right?
Right.
So, yeah, it's really worth it.
Yeah.
Everybody come back energized, right?
All right, guys, there you have it. Tour of the Eastonmade facility.